Lera, a content producer on World of Warships, was walking down the long corridor to the video department. She wanted to see what the guys had in store for Smackdown number 33. It's a nice number, Lera thought, more than a year of hard work. She reached the screenwriter's office. The room, usually alive with heated discussions, greeted her with cold silence this time. 2 days until the publication. The thought struck her like a lightning bolt. But she didn't panic. I'll do it myself, she decided. I remember, Smackdown's producer once told me that the key to success is a memorable battle with tons of frags. She sat at a computer. Let's see if we have something with frags here. Lera quickly looked through the list. This one with Alsace looks interesting.
The player nicknamed Vezdihord started warming up his primary armament almost immediately. First, they hit the kindly exposed citadel of Admiral Hipper, then literally blew Miyoko away. Too straightforward Izumo followed. Then they sank Yugumo hiding in smoke with 2 salvos. The unlucky Neptune and sluggish Monarch went down after just 1 salvo. Here comes Kraken, but it only makes our hero hungry for more frags. Izumo joins their list of trophies. The enemy has 3 ships. Oh, 2 ships. Flint got his portion of shells and sank. Leon became the 8th frag. Smoke didn't save them. Leningrad, however, didn't even try to hide. They desperately fought back but succumbed and added the 9th frag to our hero's score.
Well, this guy certainly deserves a bronze statue or something. We need to reward him with doubloons and a commemorative flag, Lera thought. But I'm missing something here. She could feel that she was on the brink of an important revelation. All those writers and dramaturgists would certainly know. Dramaturgists. Drama, she cried. We need more thrills and drama. And she started the next replay.
It was the 10th minute of the battle, and player Azazel of the Seas was a bit down. Their Z-52 had scored only 2 torpedo hits and captured some key areas, while the score was 441 to 645 in favor of the red team. The cyclone began. Here it is, the first chance to show their worth amidst the raging elements. Battleship Bismarck. 4 torpedo hits. That's much better. Our hero changed course and helped allies deal with Zhao. Then, having returned to Key Area B, Z-52 discovered North Carolina, moored by an island. Torpedoes swooshed away, and Carolina became their first frag. Thanks to intuition and radio location, our hero blindly sends torpedoes to where enemy Baltimore was last seen. The second frag. Not bad, but the enemy team is still in the lead. Z-52 pulls off a successful attack on Iowa. 2 more torpedoes to Conqueror and 3 to Moskva. Suddenly, you are the last hope of our team. The cyclone moves away and visibility improves. Moskva gets spotted at a key area, another helping of torpedoes, and it's the 4th frag. 1 minute left. Now Conqueror. First launch. Missed. 50 seconds. 724 versus 899. The last try. The battleship basically stopped. Now or never. Torpedoes go straight at the target. 30 seconds. The battleship starts gaining speed and evades torpedoes at the very last moment. Defeat by points. And that's despite 22 torpedo hits, 288 damage caused, and first placed by XP among both teams.
What a bummer. Lera was about to burst into tears. She felt like she was the one who just lost this battle. There was drama here, all right. Z-52 is not an easy destroyer to play on, and to lose with a great result like this? She needed to watch something else to calm down.
The player with a mysterious nickname, Unknown Battleship, assigned the famous Yamamoto to command their destroyer. And it shows. The battle had barely begun, and their Akizuki already launched fireworks to celebrate their first blood, courtesy of a torpedo-struck Edinburgh. Then our hero single-handedly showered Nagato with HE shells and put a torpedo into the escaping Mogami. They also tickled North Carolina with HE shells and brought their damage counter up to 100,000. Having taken a breather, they scared away Fletcher and wanted to chase it. But a badly battered Baltimore appeared. A couple of precise salvos granted us Kraken, and a second lot of fireworks. One for all indeed, because the majority of allies have already hit the port. Here comes Fletcher. The American probably didn't even understand how it became the 6th frag of our hero. Thanks to Yamamoto's talents, Akizuki turned into a real machine gun. After quickly dispatching Cleveland, the destroyer decided to deal with 2 Monarchs. The first Brit is done for. The 8th frag. Last smokescreen. The second battleship is very close. Our hero launches torpedoes and adds some HE shells on top. The 9th frag. Surveillance radar. Another Cleveland. For crying out loud, an artillery duel breaks out, but the destroyer doesn't have enough HP left. A couple of salvos from the cruiser was enough to stop our hero. Defeat.
Lera couldn't believe her eyes. A fantastic battle. 2 fireworks displays, she thought. And such a sad ending. It would give Titanic a run for its money. Lera paced the office. I need to see another one, she decided. And then go and finish the Yamamoto campaign.
At the beginning of the battle, player Nigelius 1 took their Fiji for a short stroll between key areas B and C, and sank an enemy Miyoko that was getting bored standing near an island. Then they lured King George V into a torpedo trap. And helped allies deal with Oktyabrskaya Revolucja. Everything was going well, except for the gap in the score and 2 key areas captured by the enemy. But our Fiji didn't lose heart. They finished off Kirov, received the Confederate achievement, and dealt with their evil twin brother. It would be nice to capture a key area to be completely happy, especially considering the score, 632 versus 944. But a battered Pensacola 3 kilometers away distracted them, the 6th frag. The score gap decreased a little. Miyoko appeared nearby, and our hero has only a third of the Japanese ship's HP. Both cruisers navigate around the island and clash in some hand-to-hand combat. Fiji skillfully maneuvers and evades enemy torpedoes by mere meters. Miyoko, however, couldn't pull it off. Our hero survived again, but only to face an even worse threat. Gneisenau 2 kilometers away, 39,000 HP, torpedoes, and German armor. The battleship was so sure of its victory that it condescendingly turned its aft to our hero. Fiji's last hope lies in its torpedoes. Gneisenau fires. Only one of its shells hits and leaves Fiji with a mere 1,100 HP. The score is 771 to 985. The Brit launches torpedoes. All 3 of them hit the target. 22,000 damage. Primary armament, 8,000 more. Devastating strike, victory.
Lera smiled for the first time today. That's what I call sea Smackdown. Now I can just sit back and think about the next episodes. But then she noticed a rare achievement. Lera knew that she'd never forgive herself if she didn't watch this battle.
In the 13th minute of the battle, player Broken 2015 on Des Moines has found themselves alone against Missouri, Minotaur, Des Moines and Gearing. It's as bad as it gets. And the beginning was so promising. Our hero scored 2 Citadel hits on Edinburgh, helped allies burn down Bismarck and finished off Shimakaze. By the 10th minute, they had already caused almost 100,000 damage. Nevertheless, the enemy specifically chose their flank to attack. Our hero retreated, showering everything and everyone with HE shells. The enemy Des Moines carelessly emerged from behind an island and was rewarded with an AP package for 21,000 damage. A couple more salvos allowed our hero to claim their second frag in this battle. The high caliber achievement followed. Alas, after just a few minutes, they remained alone against 4 adversaries. Having retreated almost to the map's edge, they skillfully bombarded the enemy Des Moines. The 3rd frag. Missouri is ahead, and our cruiser unleashes a real shower of high-explosive shells upon it. The battleship tries to snarl back. Minotaur assists it from afar. The battleship draws closer and closer. Des Moines loads armor-piercing shells. Incredible! The steel giant is defeated. Now Minotaur and stealthy gearing, enabling surveillance radar. Both enemy ships are spotted. The destroyer perishes first. Kraken unleashed. Now to chase down Minotaur, who ironically got lost in the labyrinth of islands and collided with one of them. Smoke generator concealed the Brit for a moment, but our hero was unstoppable. They don't stop firing, even blindly. Salvo. Another one. And one more. Victory! 309,000 damage, 4,000 base XP. An incredible result.
The 33rd episode was finally ready for release. As she was leaving, Lara noticed a piece of paper pinned to the board. "On vacation. Be back soon. The C Smackdown team," she read. Vacation, Lara thought. Well, they earned it. For now, I need to congratulate the winners and give them their well-deserved flags and doubloons, and probably remind our players to keep sending us their replays.